I want to answer a question that I have gotten for months. Do you have any fear that Donald Trump will lose the election? Look me in my eyes. No, look close until you see the blue. None whatsoever. None. And I want to explain why. Number one, first and foremost, God spoke through a prophet, Kim Clement, 8 years before Donald Trump was ever elected, and said the next president of the United States will be a man named Donald, and he will serve 2 terms. All my life, I have stood on the word of God. Now, that is the main reason I have no fear. Of course, the next question is, will they try to cheat? Of course, every election has cheating. You're never going to get rid of it. It is what it is. But let me tell you why it will not work this time, okay? Number one, it's an itty-bitty thing called COVID. They don't have it this time. They don't have it this time. That is what cost Donald Trump the election in 2020, was an itty-bitty thing called COVID. Now, this will be a landslide. I believe that Tuesday night is going to be a landslide. I believe Trump is going to win by 10 points. I believe every swing state is going towards Donald Trump. Now, I'm not a prophet. I'm not prophesying. I speak as a journalist, an observer, a talking head, a political pundit, but they do not have COVID. The pandemic was critical in the big 2020 frogs in the pond. It allowed blue states to illegally put into place mail-in ballots with no oversight. One of these days, we're going to find out who orchestrated all of that. But I'll tell you why else I don't believe the cheating will work this time. Because our eyes are wide open. We were very naive in 2020, and the theft of a selection was considered outside the realm of possibility in all of our minds. We're not those people anymore. We have a far more realistic attitude that governs the GOP and the MAGA movement this time around. Not only that, over 400 laws have been passed nationwide to curtail cheating. 400 laws nationwide, many of them in the battleground states. Many court cases have been filed to prevent cheating, and many of them have been successful. We have much tougher voting laws in many of the battleground states. The Democrats are not going to have any free play time this time around. We have poll watchers with the eyes of an eagle. Many of you are going to be part of that line of defense. But I want to talk to you about the final factor of why I do not have a fear that Donald Trump is going to lose. It's all because of the man himself, Donald Trump. No longer is he just some flamboyant billionaire, or not even an ex-president anymore, or an everyday politician. But Donald Trump is now a worldwide historical figure, literally in America. You literally are going to divide time in America from here on out with pre-DJT and post-DJT. The man has literally become a historical figure. A man that has braved 3 assassination attempts. He has fought the deep state, the military, our country's political and social elites. He has battled the billions of dollars that have been thrown against him. He has battled the Department of Justice. He has battled the Secret Service. He has battled the CIA. He has literally battled the resources of the wealthiest nation on the face of the earth that have been thrown against him. He has battled every facet of the mainstream media. They all turned on him, including Fox News. And yet, when lawfare came to arrest him and place him in custody, the man stood for what he believed his destiny in life was: to make America great again. His comeback over the past 2 years has been extraordinary. No one can deny it. He had an October surprise for the whole world, especially the Democrat Party, 2 nights ago in Madison Square Garden. In the belly of a blue city, this man did what no one could have ever done before. He didn't need a rock and roll band or a movie star or a music star to bring in a crowd. He was a red shining star on a blue planet. He blew their minds. He rattled their cages and done what no one could have ever done or ever will do again. He not only filled Madison Square Garden, but they were literally standing by the thousands outside to see a red star on a blue planet. His comeback is unparalleled in American history. Even greater than that of Winston Churchill. They would all stand in amazement at what this man has gone through. Just look at him at the Al Smith dinner. Cheerful, confident, energetic, tossing around jokes like confetti. And what was the opposition doing? Nervous, cowering Chuck Schumer. And in the back row was Letitia James, no longer screaming, "I will destroy him," as she hid on the back row. The plain and simple fact, my friend, is this: Donald Trump has earned this election. It was said that when the Democrats approached George Soros and begged him for money for the 2024 election, Soros told them, "You cannot stop a tsunami with money." And that is where it stands, my fellow Americans. November the 5th is approaching like a freight train. Yes, there will be cheating. But my friend, this truly will be too big to rig. Have faith, America. A wrong is about to be made right. For 4 years, you have sit and waited for this moment. I've come to tell you tonight, your wait is over. I'll be right back. God bless you.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today.
'Cause this flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea,
From Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA,
where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't